What's up, family? Mambo. Welcome back to our channel, the Mazimoyo Mindset.
Just straight talking Swahili, habari?
Yes, it's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute.
Habari ya familia? Habari ya watoto? Mtoto? Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Mambo?
Yes.
Y'all would say Pola.
Got me feeling black tastic, yeah. Got me feeling black tastic, yeah. Got me feeling black tastic, yeah. Make you whip with the magic.
We've been taking our Swahili classes. So we've been in classes for maybe about 2 weeks now. So we'll give y'all an update on that. That's been actually really dope. We've learned a lot. Yeah. Some things we already knew, but it's been kind of helping us to drill it, get faster, get more confident. And we've been enjoying it. So yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But today we just want to talk about tips for moving abroad with children, with the family. A lot of times you'll see expats who come over here and they might have like one child or a little child, or they might just be by themselves, be backpackers. But we want to share with y'all just kind of our experience moving with the family, because a majority of the people who reach out to us are like, hey, I love y'all's channel because I have a big family too. And, you know, I just want to know what's the difference in how you have to move when you have a big family and stuff like that. So we're going to answer those questions today. Just first off, though, do you have any advice for people moving here with a bigger family? Like, when I say bigger family, like, you know, 3 children and up.
Well, it's a lot more simpler when you move, you know, by yourself. For those people with 1 child, maybe even 2 children, it's a lot simpler. You know, you got less expenses, blah, 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 less people you gotta keep up with, less rooms you have to have in your home. But it's the same. It's the same as in America. If you know how to move in America, you should know how to move here. You know, you gotta make sure everything is organized, because you have an extent. I mean, you have a lot of children. You know, you need a certain amount of money. You know what I mean? A certain housing, you know how much food you need to buy, so nothing has really changed. But the language and the system, that's all. But as long as you have your system in place, you really can go anywhere in the world. You know, as long as you know how to save money, you know how to spend money, you know how much you gotta spend when you go to the store, blah blah blah, how much you gotta spend when you buy clothes. That's the only thing you really need to know. Have your family order. Is how to have your order in a new system. And how to implant yourself in a new system. That's about it. Everything else is just natural to you because you got as many people as you do. For those people that are coming, it should be easy for you if you are coming and you don't have too many children. Now, if you have multiple children, you just probably have to pay a little bit more money. You know, like I said, you need a bigger house, stuff like that. But it's easy. You know, it has its complications, right?
I think so. I mean, it has some complications, but as we are learning more, we're able to see like how you can navigate. But I do want to piggyback off of that. When you have your own order, you have your own values and principles of your family, you moving, you'll have such a strong why that it'll make everything else kind of fall into place. So as long as where you're moving to resonates with you and your family, it resonates with y'all's principles, your values, your order, you're gonna be okay. But I do have a question though for you. Like, do you think that people should visit first before moving with the family?
It all depends.
Would you suggest?
It all depends. You know, you can all do your research, you can visit, but you still won't be able to understand what you're dealing with until you're here for a certain amount of time. So even if you visit, it's almost still like doing research. It's just you're able to experience the vibes and vibration of what you want to do. But now if you visit for about a month or 2, then you're actually able to see, based upon the consistent everyday things that you may have to endure or go through. But who wants to visit a month or 2 without their children? You know what I'm saying? So that's not realistic. So it's all based upon faith. And in Tanzania,
what y'all do.
And in Tanzania, it's all change. Like, nothing stays the same for a day. And if it does, you know, everything changes. The system continuously changes. So what was law tomorrow might not be law the next day. You know what I'm saying? What's the street price might not be the street price the next day. That's just really how it is. So I'll say you have to be based upon faith, no matter what you do. Either if you visit or if you do your research, eventually you'll come into truth once you move down here. And
that's real. Because like, we didn't visit before we came here, but we knew people who are already living here. So like, my family was already living here. We already had friends living here. So we were like, okay, we could ask questions and kind of get an idea. But because of the speed in which we moved, we were just like, we're gonna take that chance. And it felt like it was the right move for our family.
I
so
still feel like it's the
use
right
your
move.
intuition. Yes.
Use your intuition, because my experiences might not be your experiences. So don't move down here because we make it or anybody else makes it.
Yeah.
Move down here because you
Based
meditate
on
on
your
it,
values.
you prayed on it, you researched about it, and you feel like your current situation could be better if you were to move.
Yeah,
You
I
know
feel
what
that.
I'm saying?
Also, like, what are some things that you think make it easier for the children when you move so far from home?
It's going to be complex no matter how you look at it. It all depends on how you raise your children.
And that's true.
How are your children able to adapt to any situation they're put in? Now, our children were seriously bred generations for this. Meaning that their grandparents prepared their parents who prepared them to do to make this type of move. So, how did your children get along with just being by themselves for a little while until you're able to branch out and find more like-minded families?
Or making new friends.
Make new friends.
You know?
Make new friends in new schools. If your thing is not to homeschool, but to, all of these situations are very imperative on bringing your children over here, because just because you want to get free, don't necessarily mean when you get here you're gonna be free. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because your children, they can be very uncomfortable, which can make it uncomfortable for you if they're not happy in a place. It's not just their decision because they're children, obviously, but they can make it very uncomfortable if they're not comfortable. So it depends on how you raise them. I always tell people, they say, do you think my children will like it? Do you think they'll adjust well? I'm like, you have to really show your children to value the outside environment before you ever even come to an environment like this. You have to teach them to value life, value a simple living, value all those different things before you come here, I feel like.
I know we always do our videos inside speaking about value outside life. But, we actually love nature. I'm out in nature every single day.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of the things that we have to have. Now, as far as like transition, like what's your families do? Because we live in Arusha, it's like a country type vibe, because we love nature.
Yeah, it's beautiful here.
Now, we can do things better, like make more hiking videos and things like that, especially now that my wife isn't pregnant.
Yeah.
We still got a little baby.
Bigger.
Yeah, the baby bigger. So all this stuff is coming in due time. But for now, we in the house and we show y'all, little snippets. And we're going to be having some Swahili, not classes.
Yeah, we just show y'all what we learned.
But we're just showing y'all what we learned. So tune in for that.
Because we progress, y'all progress. And then before you even come to visit or even just check it out, y'all will know a little bit. So.
Progress begets progression.
Yes. And that kind of leads into one of my other tips, which was learn the language with your children. Make them excited about it, hype them up about it. Like if you really feel like that's the right move for your family, then sit down and take some time to learn the language with your children. Even if it's just simple greetings, they should definitely know it too. How to show respect, how to know prices, things like that. They should know that too. It helps them, one, to connect with the idea of moving somewhere, but it also helps them to just kind of get into the flow and immerse yourself in the culture.
Now understand, when you already got your culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because in your house that's where you start and build your own culture. Whether it's Christianity, whatever, you have your own culture. And when you get here, like I said, you have your own system. You have your own system in place. So when you get down here, your children might not be pulled in certain direction that you don't want them to go. That's my son back there. Mm-hmm. Hey, habari.
How are you?
See how Jumbo. So, like I was saying, you have your own system in place. So when you get down here, your sisters won't confuse your children because you've already taught them certain standards and ways to carry themselves.
Right.
Because it's so important. I feel like for when you bring your children down here, it's important that they love nature. Y'all remember how it used to be back in the day, building clubhouses, and riding bikes for miles.
Your mom had to be like, get in the house
before the street lights come on.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
We would be like, can we stay out just a little bit?
You all remember that. Y'all remember that acting out scenes out of movies, creating your own
together.
Universe with your imagination. This is the place.
Building stuff.
This is the place where individuals like that take off in their thinking and being.
Yeah.
So please, if your children are just 100% oh, I'm gonna get on the computer. Like, rip it away if you're moving down here.
Yeah, like really adjust them beforehand.
Exactly, because if you don't, they're gonna be miserable. Because the internet here ain't 100%.
It's in and out, boo.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even gonna hold you.
So, but that's that's what it needs in order to transition to a higher mindset.
Yeah.
So, you know, if your children are on phones all the time and all that other stuff and don't like to go outside, you know, they're not going to like it here at first.
Yeah.
But slowly but surely, they begin to change. But it's just, you know how it is when you detoxing. The parents will have to put up with it.
Yeah, you have to put up with it. And it can make your stay uncomfortable. So that's like really important. I think another thing too, this is one thing I wrote down, that's why I keep looking down, is like get your housing in order. You know, if you can, try to have some idea, because if your house like is not what they expected or it's uncomfortable, it can make you stay uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's just the way we do things. I mean, that's just like black law. Get your house in order. Take care of your house first before you go somewhere else. Like, that's like, do not come here with a calamity, because calamity will follow you, and you will destroy anything that you put your hands upon.
And here, it'll bounce back at you faster.
Right.
I feel like.
No, here it costs you your livelihood.
It can cost you a lot.
It costs you what you perceive to be peace. You know what I'm saying? So
what are y'all supposed to be doing? Y'all might hear our water pump too. Our water pump's pumping right now. But yeah, also the last tip that I have is, you know, talk to some people who are living in the area and kind of join some community groups, especially once you get here, because it's gonna make it a lot easier. Oh, you know.
Speaking upon that, for all you married couples out there, and this is just a snippet to the side, we will be developing a new podcast called Married
Video.
Podcast video. One of them, we want a podcast, so we're researching how we can start that up. Yeah. But it's gonna be called Married While Black, the Divine Order. So with that being the case, please look out for that, because it's coming to y'all soon, and we're looking forward to meeting a whole lot of black couples in America as well as in Tanzania, so that we can take our relationship to the next level, because the youth got a lot to say. And those people in between, like for example, I'm 30. So like I'm in between, if you want to say that. Technically I'm still young if you look at the, you know, because in between is like 50. If you're trying to live to be 100 and so on and so forth. And we're trying to live to be a long time. Yeah. So us
y'all get down, please.
Young married couples, we have a lot to learn, and we also have a lot to speak about with ourselves. And we will be doing our best to bring elders into the fray so that we can bridge that gap, because we want to know what it takes in order to make it to be 50 years divine, 50 years unified, 50 years married to one another. So please feel free to make sure y'all look out for that podcast, that video, those discussions.
Yeah, because we really want to get into the conversation. Like he was saying, there are so many different young couples we've been meeting lately, just back to back to back. And everybody has their own experience and their own story. And like we have something to bring to the table, you know, something to learn from each other. And I'm really excited about having those conversations and collaborations of thought and spirit. So that's gonna be good. So yes, y'all look out for that. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to press that like button.
Yes, let us know you like it. Okay, so we can bring y'all more content and actually just stay more consistent about bringing y'all information about moving to Tanzania or wherever you feel to move. And
for all of
keep
y'all
us motivated.
And for all of y'all out there that's watching us for the first time, welcome to the Mazimoyo tribe. You know, we're willing to accept you as a part of our family. Like I said, make sure you hit that like, make sure you subscribe and get to know who we are, why we are, and why we chose to make the transition from America to Tanzania. We have enjoyed y'all. We will always enjoy y'all, and we hope that y'all enjoy us. Pamoja tuzashinda. Together we will win. Love y'all.
Peace, y'all.